Before I began to channel, I had a visitor, and this was a shadow figure that was tall, had a hat on, and like a duster coat. He visited me 3 times, and the second time he touched me in the heart area, and he was drawing a circle where my heart is. And what woke me up was the energy coming from that shadow figure that was semi-transparent but not. And I had sleep paralysis. On the 3rd visit, I had prayed for my uncle to come in, who was a devout Christian, and to cast out this figure that was visiting me and touching me, because I felt it was going to get stronger and stronger with each visitation. So when my eyes opened one night and saw it for the 3rd time, in my mind I cried out to my uncle to come save me. He was here. And out of the corner of my room, through the wall, came another figure, flying over my bed and grabbing hold of this shadow figure, and they both went through the other side of the wall, and never to return again. I received 2 Lemurian crystals, and I started channeling with them in my hand. Once I put them in my hand, things just became real clear. And my very first book I wrote was the Lemurian crystals, inside the Lemurian crystal. And as I was channeling, I felt I wanted to know more. Now that I had this sight and inspiration, I wanted to know all species. So one night, I heard this like sound, woke me up, sleep paralysis again. I was looking at my dresser, and on my dresser was a little gray alien. And this little gray alien, behind him, I had an 8x10 frame of hand-painted rabbits. And in the frame, I noticed, was constant pictures of different species, just going boom, 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 showing me species. And as I was looking past the alien into the frame, looking at the species, I recognized some species. I didn't recognize some species, and I was never fearful, though. And the only time I had fear was when this little gray alien looked at me. But it looked down at its lap most of the time. I think it was a conductor to show me the species. Then, at a time, I had a choice to continue working with detectives on cold cases, or I had a visitation from a white Sasquatch. This white Sasquatch gave me information that was amazing, which started my YouTube channel. I couldn't hold this information to myself. It had to be shared with everyone. But this white Sasquatch asked me, do you want to channel the living and see sight of the living and beyond, or do you want to stay with those that have died and crossed over? And I said, I want to stay with the living. So I made a choice that day to stop understanding and seeing those that have gone on before and go with the white Canada. So meditation, and then I started channeling beautiful things and found peace in my heart and found angels surrounding me and light and information. So I channeled on YouTube just the wisdom that would come to me. Then, as time went on, I felt that I wanted to write a book. Actually, I met my twin, and we actually wrote 2 books. I do believe the aliens that I saw, the species I saw, with a little gray alien on my desktop, um, it they were implanted into my brain, and I channeled and drew each one. And that is the two books that I have out now, The Benevolent and The Power of the Benevolent. Next is a goal of mine, something I've wanted to do for many, many years, and that is to design an oracle deck. And I wanted this oracle deck very special, very powerful, and very strong. And now is the time to do it. We are in the process of finishing it up. It should come out in the summer, and it will be amazing and sophisticated, beautiful, and it is just, hopefully it will inspire people, and it's for all types of people. You don't have to be a psychic to use it. Then I'm going into my future now. There will be a time after